Yeah, go on, talk to me.
Yeah, well, all I want to know is, so obviously we looked, I saw that video that the guy, what's his name again?
Chris Packham.
About him saying that he has autism and stuff, and I was saying to you that I think you said he wants to help children.
Yeah, he wants to help children because he's successful as an adult, and I can understand that. And I kind of think that we also should concentrate on the adults as well, because you know what's going to happen to all these children when they leave school and become adults, like you and I, you see. And there's going to be absolutely nothing for them. I mean, there's been nothing for me for many, many long years. Ever since I left the hospital, there's been nothing for me, really. I desperately wanted, when I was a little boy, all those years, I wanted to be a motor mechanic, wanted to learn to drive. I mean, some of those dreams I've fulfilled. I've managed to learn to drive. But when it came to being a motor mechanic, I got discriminated against in college and bullied, and all sorts of things happened to me that were completely and utterly wrong. So,
like, just to start, so you have autism, is that right?
I have autism, as you know, yes.
Yes, but what's the difference between autism and Asperger's?
There's not a hell of a lot of difference, really. Usually with autism, I mean, my diagnosis is actually autism, but when I was little, I used to fit the criteria more for severe autism, and I've kind of grown out of it a little bit. But once you're diagnosed with autism, you never actually grow out of it completely. So I will always have a diagnosis of autism. It's very, very rare for people to be grown out of it completely. If at all, actually, you don't grow out of it. Once you've got it, you will never stop being autistic.
Because it's something to do with your brain. Is it like...
It's something to do with the brain.
Yeah.
Yes. The way my brain works, really. I mean, I do have a bit of a family history of it. Basically, a lot of people in my family, although they won't quite fit the criteria for a diagnosis, I don't think, it is actually there.
What other people in your family have?
Oh, yeah. My uncle, my granddad, and possibly even my mum, but she certainly wouldn't fit the criteria for it because she's too social,
right?
This sort of thing. So, but I think the others certainly.
It seems to be more predominant in men. Is that right or not?
Yes, it is more dominant in men, but then again, of course, you ladies are pretty good at covering it up. You're better at sort of mimicking and sort of going with the flow a little bit more than us men. So it's sort of masked a little bit, whereas boys will behave extremely badly.
So do girls.
So do girls. Funny, my God. Handful. You. You're drinking my coffee now.
No, I'm not. I got my one from there. So, like, it's snowing.
It is snowing.
Yeah. So how does having autism affect your life?
It affects my day-to-day life in the sense, a similar situation to you, really. I can't hold down a normal run-of-the-mill job. It is just ridiculous. And I got to the point where I was like, when I was very young, there's a lot of pressure from the social workers and other people like that. I had a lot of trouble from social workers when I was young, all pressuring me. You know, it's about time you got a job, Richard. It's about time you fitted in with everybody else. And I was like, well, no, I don't want to. Actually, I can't do it. It just wouldn't feel right being in with everybody else all of the time, you see.
Yeah. So what do you mean by that though? Like that you just, like, because you just find it difficult to like, what? Is it like the rules and the commitment for time and things like that? Like, does it? What?
It is the rules and the time. And other people will have a different rule book to you.
Because obviously you know I have ADHD, and to me it's like I think of it as having like a rebel's disease, like.
That's exactly it.
Yeah,
that's exactly
and
it.
it's not a choice. It's not like I choose to be rebellious and I think I'm gonna on purposely do it. It's actually just natural. I can't help it.
That's exactly the same with me. I can't help the way